Hello everyone, welcome back to another banner reaction. I'm DTM as always, and we have with us the February New Heroes banner, and I'm not gonna lie, I honestly have no idea what to expect from this banner. It could be really anything. I don't think it's Awakening. Could be Fates, that could be cool. Could be Three Houses, of course, although I don't think so because we have gotten like Christmas Three Houses, obviously. I know Tasho is predicting Elucia, at least from the thumbnail from what I've seen. I think it's kind of too early for that too, because like we've gotten some pretty like recent engaged characters like Minaka and stuff. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, as always, if you like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to help support the channel. Only takes 5 seconds to subscribe, but it truly does help the channel a lot, and I really do appreciate all the constant support. And yeah, let us begin. That is engaged music. I really recognize that. Okay, that's Elucia too. Whoa, Rosado.
Asker's beauty is out of this world.
Oh my goodness, Rosado's actually so hype. Okay, so yeah, this is most likely being Elucia. I see. Ooh, we finally got Earth Boost with 3, like, and Wyvern Risk. What does that do? Okay, we'll need to take a look at those skills. But yeah, more engaged. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Wait, since it's Elucia, are we going to get Rearmed Staff? Oh my gosh, that would be so hype actually. If Hortensia is like a rearm. They might give it to Ivy because, actually no, Alchrist was the rearm last one. Okay, Kagetsu. Interesting. Wait, this sucks. Is this like a demote? It's the second one. So, okay, I think what that means is that we'll probably have rearmed and like ascended or something. Okay, we have a rearmed, yeah. So we have a 4th unit. Watch this be like Emblem something. Oh shoot! Hortensia is the rearmed. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's actually so hype.
Cute, right?
Arcane Charmer. Oh my goodness, this is actually so high value. Glitter of Light. I don't know if that's a perf or not. And yeah, we'll okay, no, that one's the perf. Yeah. Okay, so new inheritable skill there. We definitely need to check out that Arcane Staff because that could be huge depending on what it does. Like legitimately. So many healers could want that, because obviously staff options for offenses is like really lacking. Wait, did that do flash? Oh, so Ivy is the attuned hero. I'm assuming this is going to be Ivy, not ascended. Okay, yeah, it is Ivy.
Do not presume you are entitled.
Oh my goodness, this is so hype. Oh my goodness, I love everything about this banner. I'm surprised we didn't have like a gold Mary, but I suppose they're saving that for later, and yeah. I see that she has a teleporting that was in her summer version. We have a new Far Trace, and we have Soaring Echo. That's actually a good one. If I read that correctly. I think I saw like a guidance effect on that. Oh my goodness, this banner is really amazing actually. Oh my goodness. Ivy, Hortensia, and Rosado are all amazing. I actually really love Elucia. Also, we have Deadly Miasma. That's actually really good too. Is that an indicator we might get Emblem? Oh wait, who is the okay, we don't actually have the GHB right now. So I guess I'll have to look that up. Let's see here to the Reddit. Oh dang, spark 2 times. Wait, for free? Wait, is that for everyone? There's no way, right? Okay, it seems like Mavier is the GHB unit. Okay, I'll need to wait on like the art for that. But that's also really cool. Although he's probably going to suck. Who knows? They have been doing pretty good on GHB so far, so we'll see, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and take take a look at these skills.
The drawings will capture that.
This is a really high value banner though. Like having both Rearmed and Attuned is actually insane. And the Rearmed Staff as well. Again, we'll need to take a look at it to see what it does. But let's go ahead and start with Acts of Adoration from Rosado. Accelerate special trigger at start of combat if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%. Inflicts not all, attack speed defense minus X on foe. X equals 16 minus foe's maximum special cooldown count value times 2, minimum 8. If foe is not equipped with a special, then X equals 8. Okay, so at minimum, you're going to get attack speed defense minus 8. But depending on the cooldown of the foe, the less cooldown they have, the more debuffs they're going to have. So this is punishing enemies with low cooldown specials, which is really good because obviously most of the time, unless they're running Gambit, you really want to run low cooldown specials. So most likely the enemies will have low cooldown specials, and unironically there's a little bit of a nerf to Marthring, like not really obviously because Rosado's just one unit, but that is interesting. So theoretically, if you're like running Moonbow and have Slaying, that's like attack speed defense minus 14, which is kind of insane actually. All right, that's not all. Reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40%, and that is brave. Grants special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack. That's really good. Reduces the percentage of foe's non-special. Reduces damage by X% skills by Y. If foe's defense is greater than or equal to foe's res at start combat, Y equals 70. Otherwise, Y equals 30. Okay, so this is basically saying if foe has more defense as res, then you reduce it a lot more, like 70%. Otherwise, it will be 30%. Fairly straightforward during combat, and restore 7 HP to unit after combat. This is a really good frontline weapon. Like, I think Rosado is like a really good frontline unit. Like similar to Har, similar to like Guidance Altina, similar to Unity Cynthia, for instance. Obviously, like a lot more premium, but that's actually really good. Like for a frontline, I think. All right, Earth Boost Wind. What does this do? Earth Wind Boost, sorry. Grants HP +5. At start combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 50%, grants speed defense +7 to unit during combat. And also, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally with HP greater than or equal to 50%, inflict special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack. Okay, yeah. This is basically Fire Flood Boost, but Earth Wind, aka speed defense. We know how that works. Wyvern Rift. Inflicts attack defense -4 on foe during combat. If unit speed plus defense is greater than or equal to foe speed plus defense -10, excluding effects from Phantom. Okay, so this flat out denies Phantom buffs. Interesting. Unit deals +X damage, excluding when dealing damage with an AoE, and reduces damage from foe's first attack by X during combat. X being the unit's defense at start of combat -35, min 0, max 7. Okay, what? Just say 7. And that includes brave hits as well. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Omnibreaker, nice. And increases the speed difference necessary for foes to make a follow-up attack by 20 during combat. Oh, whoa, this is a really cool skill. So you know a Diamant's effect where like it changes it from having to outspeed instead of like the speed difference to outspeed being 5, it makes it to 25. This is doing it but as a B skill. And I'm assuming it's going to be like a flyer B skill. What skill line is this? Is this from like Wyvern Flight? I think that's what it's called, right? Because the other one's Pegasus Flight. That's actually really interesting. Wow, okay. That's actually really cool. Because like, obviously NFU doesn't really do anything to this. Like increasing the speed threshold from 5 to 25. Wow. That's really interesting. I like this skill a lot, actually. This is really cool. I don't know if it will be meta, because obviously, like, when it comes to frontline flyer skills, generally you are running either Trace for the movement in something like Summoner's Duels, or you're running like Gambit or Guard Bearing 4. But I believe, yeah, this has, actually no, this doesn't have, it doesn't have percentage-based damage reduction. It just has flat damage reduction, which makes sense, I guess. I guess you get that from the weapon, right? You get 40% damage reduction from the weapon, and then just a -7 if you meet all those checks afterwards. I like the skill. I really like the skill. That skill is really cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, it doesn't seem like Rosado has a C skill, which is a little bit unfortunate, but let's be real. You're going to slap Guidance or Soaring Guidance on him.
I almost broke a sweat.
Okay, so yeah, obviously the 9 initial, he doubled though. That came from the B, I believe.
It's just
Yeah.
a mere chance that you and I have met.
Okay, Rosado's looking really cool already. Like,
Strengthen our bonds.
let's hope the Rearmed Staff will be good. Reversal Blade. Oh, wait, we have attack speed ideal 3 in the normal pool now. That's cool. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats +4 to unit during combat and inflicts penalty on foes. All stats during combat equal to the current bonus on each foe stats ×2. Okay, so it's literally reverse. Like, it makes your bonuses into penalties, basically. It makes sense, makes sense. Nothing else to say. I don't think it's really that good, to be perfectly honest. But I guess it's cool.
Rest in pieces.
Yeah, Kagetsu would definitely be the D mode. Because like Rosado actually did really, really well on CYL. So, yeah. Alright, this is the big one, right? This is the Rearmed Staff we have been waiting for. And of course it's on Hortensia. Like, we've been predicting that for a long time. So let's see what this is. Also, it seems like Glitter of Light, like, is a flash special. Did I predict that so long ago? Am I deaf too? Okay, Arcane Charmer. Accelerate special trigger as these staffs do. Restore 7 HP to allies within 3 spaces of a unit after their combat. At start of combat, if units HP is greater than or equal to 5%, grants all stats +5 to unit during combat. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, grants special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat, and deals +7 damage during combat, just flat out. Okay. So we get slaying. We get a healing after you do your combat, which is really nice. You get all stats +5, obviously. You make a guaranteed follow-up attack, which is actually good for staffs because I don't think they really have an NFU weapon yet. And you get special cooldown charge +1 and just flat out +7 true damage. And I'm assuming you can like either do Wrathful or Dazzling on this as well, which is really interesting. Okay, so we do have our Arcane Staff, and it's pretty nice. Like, it basically has similar effects to a lot of the arcane weapons we've had previously. It doesn't really have any like interesting effects that, you know, staffs are known for, like was it Tanabaton or something like that? But this is pretty good offensively. Like, this is really good offensively because a lot of the staffs are very supportive in nature. That staff is going to nuke. And I'll be real, just having like +7 damage on the true damage is really nice, in addition to the +1 special cooldown. Because I think it's only Light Restraint, right, that has 2 cooldown. Most healer specials have 3 cooldowns. So basically, if you double, and if you're a fast healer, that's generally doable, you will get the special proc, which is really, really nice. All right, pretty nice arcane weapon. We've been waiting for an arcane staff for a while, and it is here. Like, just this arcane staff having slaying is super amazing. And yeah, that's going to help healers a lot. Okay, what does Glitter of Light do? I assume this is inheritable because I did see the perf on the C. If an assist skill is used, okay, we know that that's the disclaimer. When special triggers, boost damage by 45% of foes' res, calculates damage from staff out of combat. damage is added. If this special is triggered during combat, after combat, inflicts status on target and foes within 2 spaces of target, preventing counterattacks through their next action. Okay, there's the flash special. Oblivion is going to be mad at me, but like, I did predict this. I forgot which video I did it, but like, I was like, what would be cool? A flash special, and here it is. I think this is going to be like, probably one of the best. Like, obviously, we do have NCD units like Winter Byleth. But Flash Special, not only to the target, but within 2 spaces of target, is just extremely useful. And like, yeah, like, this is actually so cool. Oh my goodness. I love Flash Specials. Okay, we do have Attack Speed Catch 4. We know what that does. We have Poetic Justice. We know that that does. Wait, this is dealing a lot of true damage, actually. Hortensia is. All right, Glittering Anima. And you're not an Anima Mythic. Curious. At start of turn, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants attack speed +6, Canto, and the following status to unit and allies within 3 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Neutralizes penalties on unit during combat. Oh, that's the dual effect that Valentine's Lucina has. Okay, cool. Interesting. At start of turn, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, inflicts speed res -6, panic, and discord on closest foes and any foes within 3 spaces of those foes through their next actions. Okay, so at the start of turn, you have a huge amount of debuffs. Panic, discord, and the speed res -6, of course, on the closest foe and foes within 3 spaces. So that's just a lot of debuffs there. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed +5 to unit and neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. Okay, this is kind of insane. What? Just granting Canto is kind of insane, actually. So yeah, you provide a lot of buffs. You like give the Dole All, you give the Canto 1, which is insanely strong. You grant the Dole All effect, and obviously the stat boosts, of course, and you inflict mega debuffs. As long as you're... Actually, no, it's just literally the closest foe. There's no limiting factor. It's the closest foe and any 3 foes within, like, 3 spaces of that. That's kind of insane. What? And then, like, for yourself, as long as you're within 3 spaces of an ally, you grant attack speed +5, and then neutralize effects, and then, like, the tempo. Null Guard. Okay, so the one bad thing about this is that it is on the sea. So that means that Hortensia can't really run Guidance or Soaring Guidance as a flyer, and she can't really run the recovery skills. Unless, like, I forget, do we have recovery skills as seals anymore? I don't think so. So, like, those are 2 limiting factors for this being on the sea. The sea slot for flyers and healers are very competitive. And so it is pretty unfortunate that she can't run those. Although I did see, like, Soaring Guidance on the Attuned Hero Ivy, so we'll see if that matters. But yeah, it is a bit unfortunate that the perf portion is on the sea, because there's a lot of good sea skills that either flyers or healers would like to run there. But yeah. Because obviously, like, recovery skills, like, can deal with Leon. Guidance is just good universally. Yeah.
Now you've done it.
But, like, I think Hortensia is going to be pretty good. Like, obviously, like, I don't think she'll be, like, meta breaking or anything like that. Like, there's no way. But, like, she's cool, and I like that. All right, what does Ivy have? Snow Queen. Yes, she is. From the hit Danish legend. I forgot. Hans Christensen, was it?
So be it.
Yeah. We have the warping. We know that from her summer perf. Icebound Tome. What does this do? Accelerate special trigger. If units on a team with unit support partner, unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of any support partner. Within 3 spaces of unit. Okay, that's a lot stronger than like Sonya or. But like I think this is what her summer version had. I can't really remember. If unit is not on a team with their support partner at start of turn, unit can move 1 extra space. Okay, that's interesting. So this allows you to choose. If you support Ivy and is on the team, you have the warping. But if you don't have a support partner or on something like Ether Raid's defense, you just get 1 extra space. So that actually means Ivy can work in like cav lines, flyer lines, etc. Okay, that's cool. If unit initiates combat or foe's range equals to 2, grants all stats plus X to units during combat, X being 25% of foe's res at start of combat, -4, max 14, min 5. Neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit, so we have no guard, cool. Reduces damage from attacks during combat by a percentage equals to 20 plus number of spaces from start position to end position of whoever initiates combat, max 5 times 10. So you have like, let's see here. Basically, 70% damage reduction, theoretically, if you have this max. Wait. Who moves 5 spaces? Oh, I guess it's like WOM, right? It's WOM. Okay, that makes more sense. Just had to specify that. And if unit deals damage with follow-up attack, restore 7 HP to unit. Interesting. Okay, so the warping is obviously really strong, and the damage reduction is really nice. The one thing this doesn't have is damage reduction piercing. Although I do see potent 4 there, and that makes me scared. And I also see neutralizes reduced damage by X%. Okay, this has it. Obsession. What is this? At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants all stats plus 9 to unit during combat. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Foe cannot make a guaranteed follow-up attack. And also, when unit performs a follow-up attack, neutralizes, reduces damage by X% effects from foe's non-special skills, excluding AoEs. Okay, so basically, your follow-up effects just straight up won't get damage reduced, essentially. Which is interesting. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, and if in decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 25 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up attack, triggers potent follow X% during combat. Wait, what? If decreasing the speed difference necessary... Oh, okay, so I see. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so basically, you're always going to have a follow-up attack, eventually. Because actually, no, Ivy's not that fast. Obviously, you can probably, like, speed stack her and stuff. Did they show her speed? Actually, she's pretty decently fast. Like, obviously, like, this is buffs. Probably +6, so it's probably going to be around 34-ish. But with this potent thing, like, you're probably going to get a follow-up attack. And that since you can't perform a follow-up attack, that's going to be like 80% of your normal damage, and that won't get like damage reduced. And so, yeah, you're most likely just going to get this. And because, wait, if I understand how this works, I believe like this potent follow-up attack, if you don't have a follow-up attack, will hit after your first combat before the opponent can hit. I think. Someone correct me in the comments if I was wrong on that. But that means like we basically get a pseudo brave, essentially, which is interesting. And that brave hit with the special, assuming it's going to get procced, will not be affected by any sort of damage reduction. That's interesting. Huh. That's kind of cool. These are really unique kits. I actually really like the design of these kits. Like, unironically, like it's actually really cool. We do have AR Far Trace 4. We know what that does. There is a case to be made of changing that to like Occultist Strike or something. Obviously, that's an option. Deadly Miasma is interesting. Soaring Echo. Infantry and flying allies within 2 spaces can move to a space within 2 spaces of unit. Okay, so we have X skills with like guidance, basically. And this is for infantry and flying. So the important thing to note is that Echo skills cannot be used on units with perf, right? And I'm assuming this is going to be flyer locked. Camilla, unfortunately, has a perf. Hinoka has a perf. Claude has a perf that you're not giving up, unless you run like Desperation 4 or something. You might, actually. That's actually interesting. What that does is there any flyers that don't have perfs that are meta right now? I'm trying to think. I guess you could do Thor. Thor would be one. Like, you don't need World Ender or whatever it's called. So you could probably run like Deadly Miasma, and that could be cool. Katria, I don't think has a perf, right? But yeah, I guess Katria, assuming you don't need like the armor movement, Katria. And so with the C, you can run, what can you run on the C? Like, I don't know, like rain skills or something. What other C options are there? Maybe you run like this plus guidance. That actually might be the play. Now, what is important to note is that unlike Soaring Guidance and Guidance 4, this does not have no follow-up, which is actually really important because no follow-up is like one of the parts of what makes Guidance and Soaring Guidance good. It's why it's like so often so easy to offload NFU these days. And so, yeah, you have to be, if you're going to use Soaring Echo, you have to be sure that you're not going to lose out on not having the NFU, right? Because otherwise, if you do, you're going to have to run Soaring Guidance on the C, and then, yeah, you're not going to run this, essentially. Yeah, I think, honestly, I like that. Like, there's a trade-off to that, which I actually really like. Now, obviously, if you already have, like, NFU offloaded elsewhere, that's fine. But, like, flyers, there's not a lot of ways to offload NFU for flyers as there are infantries. And soaring guidance is like one of the main ways to get NFU on flyers. So that's actually really interesting. And like, what C slots are open? I guess you run Deadly Miasma. I guess that could be cool. Help with the damage and everything. Or you can run Savage Blow, right? Savage Blow, just deal more damage out there. I actually like Savage Blow a lot. I guess there's rain skills as well. Snap skills for like melee units, for melee flyers. But yeah, overall very interesting. This is very high value, I will say. Oh yeah, she can also like warp 5 spaces because of her thing, so that's also where it comes from. And yeah, we see her doing the Potent.
Loathsome.
And yeah, this is just showing off that she can attack 3 times because of Potent. I already know, like, people are going to speed stack her. Like, let's be real. I think she can do it. All right. Very, very cool banner. Not gonna lie. Like, I think the design of these units are really, really interesting. I actually really like them a lot. Like, Rosado has a really cool design, especially with the with the inheritable B. Bring in Diamant's effect to the masses. At least for like melee flyers, I'm going to assume it's going to be limited to that, just based off precedent. But that's still really cool. I know like Spring Maria is going to appreciate that a lot. I mean, Kagetsu is just a demote. Nothing to say about that. Ivy has a really cool tome and perf A that has a really unique effect that I really dig. Like, it's so it's so interesting and unique. I just love kits like those. And also bringing the soaring echo skill, which is interesting. I don't think that will change things that much because, like, the effect of that is basically like being able to run another C skill. But what C skill could you run that would change things that much for flyers? Like, I guess rain or it will just be snap, I guess. Like, melee flyers will probably benefit that the most because they can run the soaring guidance, the soaring echo skill, and a snap skill. I guess that could be cool. But I don't know. I feel like most of the time you just run soaring guidance because of the NFU effect that it gives to flyers, like genuinely. And obviously you can't use it with units with perfs. So perf skills, so like Hinoka, Camilla, Claude, most meta flyers I think have perfs. I guess you can put that on Katria, I guess. But again, like, I don't know. It's interesting at the very least. It's interesting. I mean, it's cool that like you can run other Cs on the C skills of these flyers now, but I'm just trying to think like what other C skills would you run, right? Probably like, I don't know, infantry. I guess you could run like infantry speed tactic, but that's not that good, right? Yeah. Still pretty interesting, not gonna lie. And then Hortensia, obviously, with the arcane staff, with the very cool support and debuffer in the C, and the flash special. That's going to be very spicy. That's going to be inheritable, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, overall, I'm actually super, super hyped for this banner. This banner is really, really cool. Like, genuinely. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to summon or not. I don't really need any of these units. Like, obviously, having a Rearmed Staff could be cool, but I don't really use, like, many staffs that need it, that inheritable. And then Ivy is really cool, but like I don't need Soaring Echo either, right? Like Soaring Echo is nice, but it's like unless you can have some like weird setups, I think generally you'd like Soaring Guidance or Guidance 4 more for the NFU, unless you can like offload NFU. Like it's like you're mainly running infantry teams and they all already have NFU. But that also involves like opportunity costs and everything. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Again, take all my like musings with a grain of salt. These are just like half thoughts formed in like 30 minutes of just watching it. So yeah, don't take them too seriously. I'm just musing. We'll see whether or not I'll do a summoning session. Actually, I'll probably will be doing a summoning stream. Maybe not for this banner, but for Reagan's remix that is about to end like in around 7 days or so. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to help support the channel. It only takes 5 seconds to subscribe, but truly does help the channel a lot, and I really do appreciate all the support. And yeah, let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on this banner. Are you excited for Elucia being in the game finally? And are you going to summon or not? Let me know. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time. Bye, everyone.